So I'm currently out in the hill country. Look at this, the lake, really close. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can. I don't know. There's a glare. There's all these vultures over here. I personally love vultures. I think they're so interesting. They're like nature's custodians. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to the car, grab what I need here, and then get to it. Okay, so I'm up here near the lake. It's very pretty. It's like way beyond those trees right there, because you can kind of see it. But this is my special little spot where all the vultures are. There's like a big old cave of them, and they're all nesting together. It's really cool. Anyways, this is about overcoming despair and depression. A lot of people who are finding themselves needing to opt out of the matrix itself is because they're being squeezed on all sides and need healing from trauma, wounds. Maybe they're built a little bit differently and the pressure is just getting to them and affecting their mental health. But either way, the thing that is crying out right now is healing. So the past 2 days, I have been suffering the same way with despair and depression. Oftentimes I don't know where I'm at. I don't know if it's depression, ADHD, my multiple personality disorder. I don't know what it is. It's mental dysfunction and it's mental suffering. And when you feel that way, I know firsthand that it can be unbearable because you lose your footing a lot of times and you just want something to numb the pain. And you're looking for anything that will give you comfort and solace. And so this is a technique that I found that can really help. Obviously, if you're spiritually inclined and Christian, you know that your hope is in Christ. But there's also things we can do to alleviate our suffering, to bring us back into a place of presence and joy, just in our basic senses. So what I've found is that I've struggled with mental dysfunction a lot and have done lots of research, have a bachelor's in psychology, and have gone off the cuff, which I'm going to create another channel. And so if you want to learn more in depth about those things, it's going to be awesome. But there's one thing that I tended to do, which is to stay in my mind. When you've gone through trauma, no matter how complex or severe, oftentimes it's a lot more safe to stay in your mind than to stay in the present moment. And actually the internet, while it's a wonderful tool, the doom scrolling, everything like that, that keeps you out of the present moment as well. It's not necessarily in your mind, but it's out of the present moment. So something I've learned from a great friend of mine is to ground. Okay, we've heard about grounding before, but to actually visualize and meditate. And what you do is you take a deep breath in and you push your energy down into your feet. And you preferably do it out in nature. Now I'm going to explain this because obviously you've heard this before. That's on like the top 10 things of what you're supposed to do when you're depressed or stressed, right? But why do you do it? You do it because everything has a frequency, okay? And we are bombarded constantly with pressures and with artificial energies, especially now with Wi-Fi and 5G. It may be super subtle, but it affects your psyche. It affects what you're doing. It's why I go to the river all the time, to cleanse all of those things off of me. And I'm constantly looking for different ways because I'm so sensitive, right? But when you go out into nature, preferably you're barefoot, and what are you surrounded by? This is God's technology. We were made for the Garden of Eden, right? We're natural creatures. We roll as an image bearer of God. And we were made to steward these kinds of things and to be in harmony. So the more time you spend outside in God's creation and your very Father's creation, the more healed you're going to be, because nature by nature, nature is healing. It's creative. It's built to heal. So we can learn to heal and be more at peace, right? So then when you're inside your mind, you're disconnected from the body. And nature can help us unify and connect and create a connection between our body and our soul. So you come out into nature, you breathe the energy down into your soul through your mind, through your pineal gland, through your energetic network, all the way down. And I'm sorry if that freaks people out. It's just the way that your energy goes up and down, right? You push it down into your feet and then you start observing. Put the phone down, observe the tree in front of you. then observe the ground. Then take deep breaths and observe what's going on all around you. And suddenly you will find yourself present in the natural rhythm and flow that we were intended to be in. You'll be in alignment with the rivers, aligned with the trees. You'll be aligned with everything around you, and you'll be able to think a lot more. So we hear this, but this is dire for those who are mentally suffering right now. This is like medicine, like go do it. This isn't a suggestion. If you really want to defeat this thing and get out of the matrix, you have to heal yourself. And in today's day and age, it is warfare. And so you have to be willing to say, no, I need this. Just like if I'm a diabetic, I need good, or I'm unhealthy, I need good foods. So anyways, just that's some hope of a technique that you can do to heal your soul. And the more you do it, the easier it will get. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it in a city park. You can do it at a little spring, anywhere that's close to you.